How's it going today? Welcome back. It's Rob. Today I'm going to talk about my method for creating vocal chops. The method that I use is plugin based. I use a plugin called Tantra, and this track has a series of 3 vocal chops. Let me give you a little listen here now. So what I'm using is Tantra, and I'll show you in a minute what Tantra is. I'm just going to turn the Tantras off, the 3 vocal tracks. So that's all you get until you turn Tantra on. Okay, so let me show you. Let me open a Tantra here. Vocal chop 1. I have 3 tracks, all set at a different pitch using Logic's flex pitch. We won't get into that today. But let me open a Tantra. Tantra is an effects plugin that uses a modulator. You can pick up to 8 modulators to modulate any of the parameters of any of the effects, and they've got some really, really great effects. What I did on this track was I put the same preset of Tantra, just duplicated it, and all I did is find a preset that I liked, Pad Stardust. I liked the way it chopped up and threw the vocal around, and there's a delay here. That's not modulated. The only thing that's really modulated is the filter on the 2 layers that are running in parallel here. We're not going to get too deep into Tantra, but I will show you a few of the things you can do a little bit later on another little project that I have. But yeah, so that is my secret, and I just basically looked for a snippet that worked in this track that I could change the pitch on that would fit the track, and that's pretty much what I came up with. So let me switch over to a different project here. Okay, so what I have here is a different project that has a Siren by Vila vocal part. It's from a sample pack. Let me just play that for you. I've got a little, let's get the right one here. I got a little bit of reverb here. And I've got a Tantra on here that's completely dry. So let me play it here and then I'll bring up the Tantra. Now what I can do is I can go in through here, and I've modified this quite a bit. You know, I went in here to the glitch, and that's what you're hearing is the, let me pull up the matrix here. The glitch scale on modulator 3. I basically have different layers of the scale of the glitch, which I'm really not going to get into. But what it does is it you can turn up the intensity. That turns it all the way up. But this is being modulated by this modulator, which is modulator 3, which is lane 3. And it increases the scale. This is the size of the snippet that it takes of the audio. And then this basically tells it what to do with it. The scale of, and it's on run. And I'm not going to get into all that, but It's a great plugin for vocal chops. Let's just put this on wet, and let's just flip through some of the presets. Now, what you can do is you can bounce them to audio, and then you can take the little snippets that Tantra interprets. You can slice them up, and then you can put them in varying different spots and change the pitch and come up with your own little vocal chops that have filter applied to it, that have distortion, that have the glitch. I've done that. If you go back and listen to some of my tracks, go to my SoundCloud, you can hear some of that. I've bounced this one here to audio. But yeah, let's hear the whole track here. Let's see what we... Now, what I'll do is I'll turn this down to dry. And then I can fade in the affected part slowly. Oops, I don't want to solo that. I'll mute it. Okay, so then I could go in, create another audio track. Let's copy this down. Let's just say, for example, let's zoom in here. Let's say there's a particular passage that I'm really fond of right here, and I want to just run it out like that. Let's listen to that. I can just play around with it here and make it a little bit. Let's see here. Well, let's take it all the way out here. One bar. Let's see what happens here. Or one beat. Okay, then I can open up Tantra. And I can pick just any preset. Down here. All right, now let's see how that sounds in the whole track. Let's... Then all you have to do is just flip through and see if anything works, basically. Now, see, that kind of works there, but what I would do in that situation, but that's just my feeling, I would take that, bounce it to audio, and maybe chop that up, chop up a few of those little phrases there. And then I might pitch them. You know, I might turn the reverb off down here. You know, let's see how it sounds. Turn the delay off. Playing around with this cutoff here. You know, and then you can pitch them with whatever pitching tool that you have in your DAW. I would just use flex pitch here in Logic. And you come up with something that sounds pretty nice, you know. It's just all based on your imagination. But I think Tantra is a really good, I mean, it's very fertile ground for just creativity. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You have all these modulation slots. You can modulate anything. All you do is you just right click and then you add modulation. You pick the modulator. Let's pick modulator 8, you know, and then you go over here to modulator 8. Then you can play with the steps, and then see what comes out, you know. So there's a lot of different feels, a lot of different presets. I have found that I am perfectly happy with the presets. I did on this track, I did do a little fiddling with the glitch. The glitch is really awesome. I'm going to explore that further. I've decided maybe do another video on that. But yeah, this is really a great plugin. I would recommend it very highly, not just for vocal chops, but it works great on vocal chops, but it works really good on a lot of other things. You can come up, it can spit out some really good bass timbres and the like, lead timbres, you know, and throw them into a sampler, you know. So that's all I got today, and I hope you liked it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you like this channel, hit subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.